You are now watching the Queen Chioma.
Yep, 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 yep.
So hey guys, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video podcast edition. So by the title, we're going to be doing another compilation video of some trending topics. If you're new here, this series is where I take trending topics with urban pop culture and combine them into one video, as I feel like we can do a quick run through of each topic. Sometimes I don't have to do a full-blown video on all of these topics, and I like to cover everything now the best that I can. So if you have any topic requests, you can follow my new Instagram account, which is currently pinned in the comment section down below, and DM me more topics for a future video. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So our first topic is Hazel-E is to get more surgery. Now, if y'all remember, I reported on Hazel-E earlier this year when she went viral for having a tumultuous experience in Turkey while receiving a compensated BBL surgery. A BBL stands for Brazilian butt lift, and it's a very invasive surgery procedure where the surgeon takes extra fat from your stomach, back, and anywhere there may be an excess and transfers that to the butt, legs, and hips. And to be honest, y'all, we are in a BBL pandemic. The number of BBL procedures have gone up tremendously over the past few years, and it's very scary to think that we have reached a point in society that women feel so insecure that they will risk their lives and get on the table to fit societal pressures. A BBL is the most dangerous cosmetic surgery. The risk of death for BBL surgeries is at least 10 times higher than many other cosmetic procedures, and it has the highest death rate of all cosmetic procedures. I'm not against cosmetic surgery, but I am against people being so desperate that they will cut corners to achieve a look that is really only a fad in this moment. Body image trends change. 10 years ago, if you were skinny, thin, or like a size 0 to 4, you were considered ideal. And here we are in the 2010s and the 20-teens, and it's like if you don't have an hourglass shape with large proportions and the chest and hips, you're not seen as ideal. And it's just crazy. So within this situation, Hazel-E succumbed to the pressure of social media. And it makes sense that she did because she has a profession that is in the media and the public eye. So wanting to fit the mold is heightened for her. So she went to the country Turkey and got the surgery and went in with good intentions until things took a turn for the worse. She had complications with her surgery and had to have her breast removed to prevent her from possibly dying. Hazel-E documented her entire experience from her surgery bed, and she was very emotional and tearful that such an anticipated procedure turned into a travesty. Now, you would think that Hazel would walk away from surgery altogether and count her blessings. She has a young daughter, a husband that loves her, and a life to cherish. But no, because no, Hazel-E plans on taking the same risk and going under the knife again. She said she is getting a light surgery to take out the things that the surgeons in Turkey messed up. Yes, this woman would like to go back under the knife for a corrective procedure. And honestly, y'all, I just can't. Check this out.
Okay, it's gonna be nothing like turkey. We're not getting turkey. Okay. Nothing wrong, but they really fucked me up in Turkey, so I feel like I have the right to go ahead and have a redo to fix that situation. You feel me? I just want to do it safely. And you know, I know you can't achieve perfection, but shit, baby, I'm gonna try. I'm always gonna try. It's gonna be light. It ain't no titties and nothing like that. So I'm not getting no plastic parts on the inside. We just gonna take out the things that they messed up.
So they had to take my boobs. I was supposed to go home to him. I was supposed to go home to America today. But my boobs were leaking. And it was like...
So here's my thing. Preaching about self-love and loving yourself is really not enough, because this society and this generation makes it extremely difficult for someone to love themselves. The examples that we have from women of all ages and backgrounds is really piss poor when it comes to body image and respect for the body. I think this is an addiction, if you ask me. I think once you've done one cosmetic procedure, you will have another. For example, I got microneedling and I love the end result, but I still feel like I want to do chemical peels frequently until I get the skin that I think is perfect to me. Now, I know I can't be perfect, but chasing perfection is the reason why a lot of people go under the knife and keep going under the knife. So I do plan on getting more chemical peels, and I know it's not an invasive surgery like a BBL, but seeing my face with better texture, less dark spots and hyperpigmentation and clearness, I'm like, wow, okay, all it took was 4 sessions, $800, and I got better skin. But it also made me hyper-focused on my face to the point where I find myself pulling at my face like if only my chin would just lift here, or if my cheeks wouldn't be so fat, or if my eyebrows eyebrows weren't so lifted, you know? So getting cosmetic work makes you more insecure. Like, I'm sorry, but it does. It makes you think you have a lot more things wrong with you because you have the ability to fix something you think is wrong when it really isn't. And then you start to think something else is wrong with you. Y'all, all I could say is find something within yourself that doesn't make you make poor, permanent, and irreversible choices that may cause you to not have self-control. If you know you can get the work done and that's it, then fine. But every friend that I have that has gotten work done has told me that they would get something else done. We consume so much fake and edited imagery of the woman's body that so many of us have internalized the unrealism as if it is real and true, and it's so sad. Know your limits, research reputable doctors, and most importantly, do not go overboard with surgical operations. You get one body and you have to cherish it like it's a prized possession. Now, moving on to our second story, this is about Hooters updating their skimpy uniform. So it has recently came out that the popular restaurant chain Hooters has altered the uniform of their hostesses, and the ladies who work for Hooters are not here for it. Hooters is known for their bar food like chicken, burgers, and fries, basically quote-unquote American cuisine. They are also known for having revealing outfits for their waitresses, which consist of a low-cut top and short shorts. And I don't see anything wrong with their current uniform, as it is a marketing scheme for a specific market. You know what you're getting when you work for Hooters and when you go into Hooters. Pretty women with sexually clad outfits, and I would say that the food is aight, okay? It's not the best, but it's aight. But for the male gaze, at least you get to look at sexy women while you eat the aight food. Now, Hooters recently announced that they have altered their shorts to the images you are currently looking at, and honestly, what the hell is this tapa? Like, this is literal underwear and it's way too far. I always tell y'all there is nothing wrong with being sexy, but there are just certain lines that you just don't have to cross. These quote-unquote shorts don't leave anything to the imagination, and I think the outrage from their own employees is justified. So take a look at this video about this entire situation.
Quite short shorts have been reduced to what workers described as a pair of underwear. A TikTok video by Gracie Herrick showing off the new uniform playfully implied that the employee might quit over the change. And she's not the only Hooters worker who's been publicly cracking jokes about quitting.
Some Hooters employees are taking to TikTok to share their frustrations over a recent uniform change.
In case you're wondering how much shorter the new shorts are, a TikTok post by The Flat Hooters Girl demonstrated that the previous shorts covered everything they needed to cover, albeit with a slight cheeky reveal. However, the new version failed to cover her backside at all, despite being larger than the pair she was technically supposed to wear based on Hooters' size chart. After trying the recommended size, she declared, "I hate it." In her own video about the new uniform, directly comparing the old shorts and the strip of cloth that replaced them, Gigi Nin wrote, "What's that supposed to fit?"
So in my opinion, the shorts are way too short. Like, that's literally underwear. And as women, it's further than just too far of sexualization. It's more or less making contentions about comfort. How can you wear something that's gonna ride up your booty crack to work all day long? Especially when you have more of a butt. It's gonna ride up. I think the uniform is iconic in American pop culture for women, but I also feel like what purpose does making the shorts even shorter serve? They're literally already short. I don't know if there's anyone who works for Hooters or even Twin Peaks that's watching me, but do y'all wear the skin tone tights under the shorts, or is it just the shorts? Like, if they were wearing the dance tights with the shorts, I think it would be a little bit better, but as much as customers come for the sexy ladies, potentially seeing their pretty pink, pulsing, piping hot, punishing, put it on a pedestal pussy is honestly unappetizing. I think the men who make these decisions are abusing the power to exploit the women more than they have to be. As a Hooters girl, you know what you're signing up for, so it's really not a problem that they wear the current uniforms because that's what they signed up for. But to have these ladies choose between their jobs and money and overexposing themselves where their private parts are going to be out and also being uncomfortable, it is a no for me. The outrage is justified, and I think Hooters should give their employees the choice on the shorts that they want to wear and maintain the integrity of women and their choice to be comfortable and respect themselves as they see fit. Now, our third and final story is Summer Walker and JT's new song called X for a Reason. So R&B singer Summer Walker has been having her fans anticipating the release of her new album. So when Summer Walker first came to the scene, she literally had crazy success. Her freshman album Over It, which was released in 2019, was a banger, and Playing Games was my shit, like literally. So being that Summer hasn't released an album since then, people have been really anticipating the release of her sophomore album. 2 years after releasing her debut album, the R&B singer has announced that the follow-up will arrive on November 5th, 2021. So she shared a trailer which co-stars JT of the City Girls and finds Summer recreating the cover artwork to her first album. So many many artists do release a single prior to releasing the entire project. So Summer released the song X for a Reason featuring JT of the City Girls, as well as visuals for the songs. And I think people were really excited to see this collaboration happen. So they released the song and it was met with some pretty mixed reviews. Fans weren't really feeling the song, and I think people were more into Summer Walker's part than JT's rap verse in the song. So for me, I actually thought that the song was good. Like, it definitely wasn't her best work, but I still think the song was a little bop. The video didn't necessarily make the most sense to me. Like, the song is called X for a Reason, so I understood the point of all of the girls hanging out and having fun together, but there was no real storyline. I also felt that they didn't really introduce JT in the video well. Like, she just showed up in the room. It was like Summer Walker, these random ass girls, and then boom, JT. And I'm just like, okay. Like, there was no panning to her right before her verse, or at least have her be the main friend that Summer is hanging out with throughout the video. She just showed up. So I don't think the video really helped the song overall, but I definitely don't think the song was bad like people were trying to drag it. But because of this, people have been having this bad taste in their mouth about the song, and it has caused some people to think that the album may not meet their expectation. I will say this, we gotta give this a chance. Like, Summer came out strong when she came out, so I know the pressure is on from all of the R&B lovers and fans because it's been a really long time. People were also saying that Summer won't live up to her premiere album because her ex-boyfriend and baby daddy producer, London on the Track, didn't produce any of the songs on this second album. I mean, we'll just have to see. Ladies, this is an example as to why you don't ever mix business with pleasure, because it can really affect a lot of the things that you have going for yourself, especially when you're on top. But that notwithstanding, I'm also anticipating this album release, and I hope the rest of the songs put me in my bag when the Still Over It album drops on November 5th. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know your commentary on my commentary down below. Don't forget to follow my new Instagram page. It's going to be pinned in the comment section down below. And also send me DMs on Instagram if you have any topic requests. Don't forget to follow me on all of my other social media networks, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.
Hey, tell them we ready, man. Stop playing with these niggas, man.
Yeah, Queen Chioma in this bitch. They say my drip is so much they had to get a couple ponchos. Now I'm getting chips and they nacho. I'm a time for pockets full, I'm -6, no Toronto. I knock you down like dominoes, then dip on y'all like bomb. I'm the 1-1, I'm too much. Trifecta, I'm 3 much. Full play, eat a nigga up like it's free lunch. Toupee, I stay on your head like a weave on. NMP, the whole city gonna know what we on. They do what I say, but my name is not Simon. Fly like an eagle, Jason Peters, I'm the lineman. On fire like the Amazon, but I ain't in my prime yet. On fire like the Amazon, but I ain't in my prime. And now